There it is, the 280Z is officially back up and running. I've been driving around every chance I can get. It is insured, however, it is not registered, so that means I don't leave the neighborhood yet. Just keep it right close to home. We've had a bunch of work to get it to this point. Obviously, you saw me swapping out the fuel pump. I drained the gas tank, filled it back up, but most of the work has happened here under the hood. So I went through, redid every single ground throughout the engine bay, as well as replaced both cables for the battery, so those are all nice and fresh. This AFM unit was pretty cruddy inside, so I cleaned all the points and contacts, got it resealed up with some fresh RTV. Seems to be pretty good. These fusible links were obviously a concern. The old ones were basically non-existent. This one is missing entirely. The rest are barely holding on. So to get it running for the time being, I had these jumpers in there just to make it happen. I have new ones. They just came in. I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. Put the fresh covers back on them. We should be good to go there. The valve cover came off, re-lubricated the whole top end, got it cleaned up, sealed back up, new spark plugs. But the biggest and most challenging hurdle to get this thing running again was actually these spark plug wires. So if you are familiar with these L series motors, this looks pretty normal here. However, this is a rat's nest that shouldn't exist. Now normally, this should be up to cylinder 1. This should be cylinder 6. However, if you trace them, this one is going to cylinder 1. This one's going to 6, which means somebody at some previous time had pulled and restabbed the distributor 180 degrees off, which was, it was fun to figure out. But we got it sorted. I haven't fixed it yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue driving the car as is. It needs to adjust the timing a little bit, but we should be good with the distributor how it is for the time being. We'll go back, pull it, and stab it correctly in the future. I got some brand new spark plug wires because those ones are pretty bad. They're all like beat up on the inside. God, I don't know, I don't trust that. Yep, that's not even going back in. So good. So that's kind of it. The car's running. It's running pretty good. That being said, it's definitely down on power. I was surprisingly underwhelmed with the output of this car, and it could just be the automatic transmission. It's from a 77. It could be the main culprit. However, it just feels like it almost doesn't have enough power to get out of its own way. So I'm going to keep on tweaking, tuning this motor, and hopefully it makes decent power. That being said, I don't have super high hopes for it, so I'm going to swap it out at some point, and I have a few ideas. Now, if you're familiar with Nissan motors, their 4-cylinders have gotten crazy expensive. A K24 used to be a free motor. SR20s used to be at $1,500. Not a big deal. However, they have shot up in price. They're astronomical now. They're pretty much out of the question. So I am leaning towards a different motor. It will not be an LS1, despite what everybody else likes to do. It will definitely be a Nissan motor, and it's going to be likely 6-cylinder. So go ahead, take your guess, leave it down in the comments. I'm curious what you guys would like to see or what you might think it is, but 6-cylinder Nissan, there's a handful of them. So we've had the car for a little bit now, and I've been giving it a lot of consideration on what direction I like to go. However, I don't have a solid game plan of what I want to do. Obviously, I need to create some parts for content for the videos, and then also for my business. I think air dam is going to be one of the first parts I make. I might actually order one just to use as a reference for the time being. The main thing is I just don't want it to look like everybody else's S30Z. Everybody runs the same fender flares, the same duckbill, which I like. You know, I think the fender mirrors look really cool. However, there's just too many of them that look the same. Maybe OEM Plus, you know, something more inspired by more modern Zs. I just haven't really defined what that is yet. So if there's any parts you guys would like to see, let me know down in the comments. I'm obviously going to be full bore ahead on designing, producing, making parts for this. So really, please let me know what you guys would like to see down in the comments, and we'll try and get it done. Anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for today. I don't want to keep the video going too long. I know there's not a lot of exciting content happening quite yet on the Z. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you're into the 3D design, 3D printing, stuff like that, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that kind of content, because we should have a fair amount of it coming up in the near future. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.